Hello, everybody. Well, I was talking with some friends, and we keep going over potential paths to victory for the Liberals. I keep saying that I don't see any path to victory with Alberta, Ontario, and Quebec never voting Liberal, and we go back and forth. That's my opinion, and my friends make some very good arguments for their case. But what I wanted to highlight today is I went to the Liberal Party of Canada and a couple of high-ranking ministers' tweets, and I want to show you the absolute hatred of this party via social media. And I know this, I mean, I don't know if this translates to votes. I don't know if this translates to people staying home. I don't know what this means. But I'm telling you, this means something, okay? Because this is happening. I couldn't figure out the best way to do this, if I should just take a smattering of tweets from the last month, or if I should do the last 6 tweets. So I might do another one where I take some over the last month, because it might be more reflective of kind of the turn that people feel towards this government. But the last couple of days, and I just did the last couple of tweets for Justin Trudeau and Bill Morneau, and it's really interesting to read. People are not happy. People are really not happy. So here's the first tweet. It's Justin Trudeau wishing Jewish communities in Canada and around the world a happy New Year. Shana Tova. I think that's how you say that. And the first response is, "Be careful, you'll piss off all your friends." The second response is a Time magazine cover that has a picture of Justin Trudeau's face, and he's kind of unshaven and looking angry. And it says, "Muslim convert, Islamic sympathizer, MK Ultra mind controlled." And then in red it says, "Canada's greatest threat?" Question mark. Globalist puppet of the year, Time magazine, right? That's the title. The next response is, "Time for you to call an election," or hashtag resign. "You were a failure to Canadians from the start." And then a picture of him with a gentleman here. And the response is calling him an anti-Semite. I'm sure that he is a very well-known figure, and I don't know who he is, and I'm not going to comment on him. So we'll move on to the next tweet. This is a tweet from the Liberal Party welcoming or congratulating Miss Khalid for securing the Mississauga Erin Mills Liberal nomination. She's and the first response is, "Journalists should investigate." There's a bit before. Well, it says Liberal Party candidacy rules, comma, "collect over 100,000 with signed letters of endorsement from the community. Journalists should investigate those who financially supported her and her of Richmond Hill, and those who signed their endorsement letters." Okay, I skipped over a word because I do not know how to say it, but it's referencing a group that is funding her, allegedly. I have no idea. But these are people's Twitter responses, and I'm telling you, this is a bellwether. People are speaking up and they're not happy. This is a graphic saying diapers and politicians should be changed often, both for the same reason. The next response is, "Just one of his many lies." And hashtag entropy is strength. We're going to get to entropy. Oh man, entropy. Yeah. The next response is, "I'm still waiting for Justin Trudeau to honor his major 2015 pledge of making all votes count in the 2019 federal election." Yeah. Well, what are you going to do, right? I scrolled down because there are some positive responses. I don't want to highlight over that. One person says, "Congrats," and another person says, "All the best." Another person says, "According to the dictionary definition, mere dislike of Islamic Sharia, such as the death penalty for adultery or its constituents constitutes Islamophobia." And there's a picture of M103, the anti-Islamophobia motion that is in the House. So I'm sorry you're going to lose 2019 as your party is outsourcing jobs to Indian companies and has eroded the very base of Liberals. You saw what we did to Deepik. No, I'm not going to try it. I tried it twice and I failed. You see what we did to somebody else. She will lose councillor seat as well now. Now we will outsource Team Pothead's jobs to PC Party. We wondered what Irqa and her award-winning friends would have suggested we do with the boatload of Jewish immigrants turned back in World War II. Now, will she use that tragedy to import even more super religious anti-Semites? Vote Liberal to find out. So, anger and frustration. This next one, excited to be in Mississauga Erin Mills with Miss Khalid again to celebrate Team Trudeau 2019. This is 21 hours before that. yesterday at roughly this time, 1 in the afternoon, between 1 and 2. So there's like happy ones here, you know, thank you. And then there's a friendly little conversation. Susan, you know, why is it all oh, this is asking why it's not 50% women, 50% men. And then there were more replies. I had to expand this. And here's where all of the negative tweets are. So somebody just says she supports terrorism. The next is, sorry, Suzanne, I didn't mean to highlight you there. Okay, well, we'll just move on to the next one. All of the links are in the description, by the way. So this is a link by Justin Trudeau. How do we create a strong economy that businesses want to invest in? By investing in Canadians in the middle class. Watch this clip from my discussion at Deloitte Canada's. We're going to go watch it over here because it's important.
Moving towards more diversity, not less diversity. It's a form of entropy where people will scatter. People will come with different perspectives. The advancement.
It's a form of entropy, hey? What does entropy mean? Oh, a lack of order, predictability, gradual decline into disorder. A thermodynamic quantity representing the unavailability of a system's thermal energy for conversion into mechanical work, often interpreted as the degree of disorder or randomness in the system. So the definition is obviously the second one, the lack of order, predictably gradual decline into disorder. It's a form of entropy. Diversity is a form of entropy. And is that what we're looking for, Justin? Investment dollars are flowing out of Canada. That was the point I was going to make, but it's no longer relevant. Okay, here's a Liberal Party tweet. And the tweet is, what you say today will help build a better tomorrow. Take our forward to 2019 survey now. Resignation of incompetent and corrupt PM Grope would be an excellent start to getting Canada back on track. How about, and another tweet says, how about we use our natural resources as we need them and at least pretend to try to meet our climate goals. What I say today, vote Justin Trudeau out with we'll build a better tomorrow. I think that's not with build a better tomorrow. We'll build a better tomorrow. Trudeau was a groper. Trudeau groped a reporter. Groping is illegal. Get rid of the Liberal government ASAP. Let's build a better tomorrow. More entropy. So I thought that was pretty funny. Next tweet. Liberal Party, quote, we're proud to stand with the LGBTQ2 community in support of human rights and equality. Rainbow. Check out some of our favorite hashtag Pride moments from all across Canada this summer. And it's got a picture of Justin Trudeau with, waving with people. And the first reply is, I think that there are some more things to deal with in Canada than listing the Pride parades the PM attended. What is Butts thinking about? And GM Butts is the main advisor to Prime Minister Trudeau, and a lot of people think that he's the one actually pulling the strings. I believe it too. Next tweet is, your hypocrisy is astounding. How much money did your government give to Islamic humanitarian service? 50,000? Does Sheikh Shafiq Huda support the LGBTQ2 community? Authoritative much? So, I mean, that's pretty funny. You guys gave $50,000 to a regime that actively kills people, and yet let me be clear, actively kills gay people. And there you are. Yay, you're a champion, right? Or what? Oh, hypocrite, right, hypocrite. That's what you are. And apparently not intelligent enough to realize it. So that's kind of funny. There's a picture of Justin Trudeau's face on toilet paper. Maybe a quote for the tweet, maybe if your party spent as much time on actual things that affect Canadians and not just prancing around pride parades all summer, the country might be doing good. 51,000 jobs gone this month. NAFTA, illegal border crossers, pipelines, etc., all complete failures. Pathetic. I agree. Pathetic. Bill Morneau is tweeting, tune in, and this is today as well, or not today, sorry, this is September 7th, so a few days ago. Tune in as I speak with Deloitte about why Canada is not only the best place to call home, but also to start, grow, and invest in a business. The first tweet is, unless it's oil sector investment, your money is not welcome here. Next tweet, you are such a lying piece of shit. The job numbers call you out on your bullshit, as announced today, and you still have the gall to tweet this. Next tweet, little greedy twerp, go away. Next tweet, not according to foreign investment numbers or domestic companies saying they won't invest until our regulatory environment becomes more stable and positive. Next tweet, you need to resign. Next tweet, yeah, we saw the numbers today. Good one, genius. Next tweet, what a joke. Canada's not open for business under the Liberals. So there was a couple of times through here where the jobs numbers and investment flowing out of Canada were mentioned. So I wanted to prove to you guys that it's not just me making this up and saying that you guys know and assuming that you guys know. This has been happening since like at least April. I was going to say May, but April. Investors are fleeing Canada. They are terrified of the new regulations and being courted by Trudeau's lack of regulations. Sorry, not Trudeau. Sorry, Trump's lack of regulations in the States. Trudeau is putting more regulations, and actually, in the case of oil, allowing foreign oil to skip those regulations and applying those regulations to Canadian oil. So we cannot be self-sufficient. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make rational sense. So investment is leaving Canada. It is leaving at a very fast pace, and they've been reporting it for a lot of the year, underreporting it for a lot of the year. So that's the Liberal tweets. I wanted to show you a Max tweet. Okay, so want to know what I believe in? Watch this this is Maxime Bernier. Want to know what I believe in? Watch this 35-minute interview with the great Mark Steyn from a year and a half ago that covers a series of important topics. The Mark Steyn Show with Maxime Bernier. Okay, and there's a link to the interview. And so there's some kind of wonky people having a conversation that I'm not going to read out. And then says, one tweet says, finally, someone who is strong, solid, consistent, and most of all authentic. So refreshing for a leader who isn't afraid to say it like it is and stands for what is fair for the people. Another one says, 17% of the vote in 2 weeks without a party or party name. Maxime is the leadership this country sorely lacks, a shining light in the political void. Join Max and let's get Canada back on track. Another tweet says, I watched this interview during the leadership race. It was the first time I'd heard of you. I remember thinking to myself, this guy's going to be one of the best prime ministers this country's ever had. It's not Borat. It's, wow, Sacha Baron Cohen doing a boring yawn thing, which is funny. The memes tell a story as well, guys. This is important, and I know it seems kind of silly, but people spend time doing this stuff. People care about this stuff. People were just angry at Trudeau, and the memes they were making make him look foolish. The memes they're making about Maxime make other people look foolish, and there's tons of them. So it's something to consider. It's important to consider because, I mean, this is reflecting, I think, much better than the polls and the newspapers what people are interested in. And again, I'm biased, guys. Like I'm not finding these. I'm showing you these tweets as they come in, but I'm reading the ones that prove my point at this point. But I'm giving you my sources. Please go look and look back even. The vitriol the Liberals are dealing with is monumental compared to the funny kind of memes and like words of support that Maxime's getting. Maxime specifically, and he doesn't have a party, so that doesn't get to be extrapolated to anything yet, right? But this person right here, Maxime Bernier, has struck a chord. People are paying attention, and they hate the Liberals, and that's interesting. Okay, I'm going to read out a couple more tweets, and then I'm going to let you go. This is another tweet. You got me at, I don't think, quote, I don't think that we must try to please the UN or any of these kinds of organizations, unquote. Just one of the many things said in this interview that I find fitting to what I believe in as well. No special interest groups, freedom, Bernier Nation. And one last tweet stream I'm going to leave you with. This is Maxime Bernier commenting on Justin Trudeau's entropy comment. So Maxime Bernier, quote, Trudeau, quote, the world is moving towards more diversity, not less diversity. It's a form of entropy. Entropy equals chaos, disorganization, randomness. Interesting. And he links to the David Creighton interview with Justin Trudeau with the link. And then there's a one of five, Maxime Bernier. Some people are saying Trudeau probably misspoke or didn't know the meaning of entropy, but I think that's precisely what he meant. In physics, entropy is the tendency of complex structures to disintegrate into chaos and nothingness. 2. Complex dynamic systems can only exist in a state somewhere between total order, stifling uniformity with no possibility of evolution, and total chaos, a different kind of uniformity where there are only random movements without any meaning. 3. From a cultural perspective, a society must have shared values and characteristics to exist, to give it structure, not complete uniformity, or else it becomes like North Korea. It needs freedom and diversity to some degree in order to adapt and evolve. 4. But if it has ever more diversity, constant change, radical questioning of what defines it, and holds it together, then it will lose its structure and disintegrate into randomness and chaos. Nothing will distinguish it from anything else. That's entropy. 5. This must be what Trudeau had in mind when he said that Canada is a post-national society without any core identity. Immigrants don't have to integrate because there is no Canadian structure to integrate into. Canada is just a geographic sphere where anything goes. 6. On one of my tweets on diversity, I asked if anything and everything is Canadian. Does being Canadian mean something? No, Canada will cease to be a complex, dynamic system. That's why we must resist the forces of entropy and entropic politicians. Okay, and I haven't actually read any of these responses, so please go check for yourself. I'm not going to go through them right now. I'm going to scroll down, but I'm not going to read them out. And go, look, read. This is reflective of what people are interested in and what people are talking about. And I think these liberals have a serious, serious problem. I think Justin Trudeau is a serious, serious problem for the Liberal Party and for Canada. And I think that people see that. I hope that people see that. Anyway, thanks for watching. MaximeBernier.com.